Hello there, and welcome to Club PlayStation Level 6. Joining me today is Mr. Dan Lyons. Welcome, Dan.
Hey, how are you, Tim?
Doing good. It's been a fun-filled week in the world of gaming.
Yeah.
Not only PlayStation, but Nintendo had some cool stuff. They'll
Oh,
probably
Nintendo had
talk
a
about in a
crazy
separate.
week.
We'll talk
Oh
about
my
in a
God.
separate type of thing. Probably.
Yeah, they had a crazy week though.
Yeah, a lot of bombshells. But Sony had like announcements of the free games. And some good ones in there that we'll get to.
They announced the free games.
Yeah, for September.
Oh, cool.
And we got Saints Row 4, some news with that, and Watch Dogs was on sale, so I got Watch Dogs. $36.
Nice.
It's about the right price for that, you know. It's not quite a $40 game, but 36 is alright.
Yeah, I agree. Honestly, the game basically that's the first time the game got a price drop. In
Yeah,
general.
Ubisoft's being very protective.
Yeah, the game is selling like crazy, so
And it's
they
a new
figured
IP.
make money off it, right?
Yeah, it's a new IP, so they're trying to make sure it doesn't get devalued too soon. So, yeah, I played the prologue. I'm enjoying what I'm seeing so far, but I haven't been drawn in, and I'm not in love with it from the prologue, like I was The Last of Us. Not quite the same caliber of game.
That's cool.
Did you?
See,
how far did you get?
Watch
in this game?
Dogs. I played it
finish
for
it?
like 30 hours, and I'm not even close to done.
Oh, really?
I'm like about halfway through the game, I believe. And honestly, the game is, cool for what it is, but it's nothing that great.
Good bang for your buck. A lot of hourage if you're into that.
I played it for 30 hours, so.
Because it's weird. Like, I enjoy some games that are, like, insanely long, like Pokemon. But, I just don't have a lot of time. Like, I sent back Saints Row 4 before I finished it. Luckily,
Yeah.
they're going to remaster that so I can actually play, experience that again. I got South Park Stick of Truth in. Pretty awesome. There's some frame rate issues I've been noticing on the PS3. But nothing too huge. And it's
I
just,
see.
that game's kind of wild. You're basically just, I'm like inside the TV show and I get to play out this character.
That's really cool, actually. See, like, there's a lot of games I want to try. Right now, I'm doing some handheld gaming,
Yeah.
mainly. I got Neptunia on Vita. I got Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright on 3DS, so
That's cool.
I got some
Yeah, I'm
pretty
just
cool
waiting. I got
handheld
about
stuff.
13 days until Smash hits my Japanese system, my Japanese
No.
3DS. So
No, Tim, wait with
counting
me.
the days.
Tim, wait with me. Come on, be nice.
No, I'm gonna be one of the first in America to play it, and I'm gonna dominate with that Duck Hunt dog. Just dominate
If
with
he
Duck
if
Hunt
he's
dog.
real, if he's real,
Oh, he's real. He's real. He's a real deal.
I don't believe you.
Shulk
believe
was
those
pretty great
leaks.
though, and all those other guys. But yeah.
Shulk was part of the leak, and then he just got revealed.
But I find so related to the Vita in a way. I find it hilarious that Nintendo puts two triggers on their 3DS before Sony figures out how to do it. And Nintendo is the more casual platform, right? That wouldn't do that, right? Seems
Well,
very forward thinking of them.
yeah, true. I mean, honestly, it's pretty interesting. I don't know what those buttons are going to be used for, and I don't know if developers are going to start taking advantage of them with the new 3DS.
Well, Xenoblade Chronicles, I'm sure they'll be integrating into that one since it's that exclusive.
Yeah, because Xenoblade Chronicles for 3DS is only available on the
Call
new
of Duty
model,
could
so.
come to 3DS now.
Yes, Call of Duty could come to 3DS. Will it? Probably not.
And they could potentially do turn it into a gamepad to use it with your Wii U since all the buttons that are there. I
Yeah,
don't know.
if anything, this just is a more positive future for them.
But yeah, Vita. I wish they made it slimmer and better battery life, but I wish they added
They
some.
took the LED screen out.
I wish they added some buttons.
I like the old Vita model. Where is it? Oh, it's right here.
Yeah,
I
the
love this
screen's
Vita
beautiful.
model.
I don't have
I like
anything
this one,
compared
so.
to. Like, I've never seen the LCD to know how bad it is.
I mean, this is just like a very firm thing,
I will tell you, like, it's not
Really
a
good quality.
It's not a pocketable device. When I go out of the house to like run errands, 3DS XL fits my pocket perfectly. It's protected with the clamshell. This, like, it doesn't. It's just so long. Like, I don't even think it's pocketable. Is it really?
I think it is. I carry
You need a
it
case
around.
for it, though.
Yeah, I mean, like, I just throw it in my pocket if I want to take it somewhere, but I do carry it around.
No case.
I also use it for Wi-Fi if I find it, so.
No case, though.
No case. I do not have a case. No.
Do you have a scratch screen?
That's a whole other story.
So you do have a scratch screen.
Whole other story, I swear, Tim.
So
Has
carrying your
nothing to do with
pocket, not
no.
advised.
Has nothing to do with carrying it in my pocket, but yeah,
I'm
is a
just
bad
very
idea.
scared. I need to buy that $20 case they sell. So.
Yeah, I didn't think of it personally.
But anyways, where were we? It'd be great if Sony added all the buttons the PS4 controller has to have parity for that remote play feature.
Or they might release an accessory that goes onto the Vita
That would be so lame.
That's probably what they're gonna do. I
So
don't think they're
lame.
gonna release. They're not gonna release a whole new Vita, and honestly, I would not buy it just for remote play.
That's what I bought this Vita for. I bought
Yeah,
this Vita
so-
for a fancy controller.
But so you already bought it. Like, you see, remote play on Vita is awesome, but I mean, like, I just love the games on Vita. Like, I'm playing that Hyperdimension Neptunia Rebirth that just
Yeah.
came out last Tuesday, same day as Madden. So I decided to get that instead.
Okay.
It was Neptunia, and that game is so fun on Vita. That's like a really fun game.
What's good about it?
I love RPGs, Tim.
Okay.
So
Okay.
like
Fair point.
it's turn based, but it's like it's a free roam and battle turn based. It's so cool.
Well, you got
and,
about 2 months before Pokemon takes over your life again.
Yes, hopefully this Pokemon actually will, because it's a remake of my favorite generation. Pokemon Black and White 2 and X and Y, I didn't play much.
X and Y, man, I love that game.
A lot of people
The
do.
Rebirth of Pokemon, man. Rebirth of Pokemon.
A lot of
Whole
people
new
love
generation.
that. So, just saying, third gen.
The Pokemon
remade
Bank
to look
fan,
like that,
Pokemon Bank,
man.
it's really pretty awesome. I got
Yep.
all the Pokemon in the bank. I got them all ordered by number, not missing any of them.
That's awesome.
Took a long time.
Pokemon Bank's awesome because you can just easily transfer stuff over.
Yeah,
that way.
like this Pokemon remake, I'm not gonna be sure what I'm gonna do. Like I already have all the Pokemon. I'll search for evolution stones, I guess.
Yeah.
But
True.
this is a PlayStation podcast, so let's get back to PlayStation stuff.
Okay.
Saints Row 4, Volition, the developers, announced they're doing some stuff with the Saints Row franchise. They're first off doing an expansion coming out next year for PC, PS3, PS4, Xbox 360, and the One. So all the big guys. Sadly, Saints Row did not come to a Nintendo console.
Nope.
But so if you have the current game, you'll be able to do that with the PS3 version, or you can get this remastered version that they're calling Saints Row 4 Re-Elected. It's going to be updated with improved visuals, of course, and all the DLC built into the game, kind of like how Last of Us did and many other remastered games do. And I'm pretty excited about this because the PS3 game, oddly, doesn't support the DualShock 4 controller. It's one of those few games that just says, hey, I'm not going to work with you for whatever
Okay.
reason.
Okay, so, yeah, because I didn't think there were certain games that the DualShock 4 controller didn't work.
Yeah, it doesn't have
thought-
to do with like the gyroscope or anything. It's just like, I don't want to work with you. I'm going to be stubborn. So it's one of those stubborn games that is not cool.
That's actually kind of odd, I think.
It,
Like,
well, I mean,
I didn't think specific games decided
oh yeah,
if the DualShock 4, like, any game I used it for The Last of Us on PS3 and Metal Gear Rising Revenge.
yeah. Sony needs to do
So,
another
it worked
update
fine.
to provide universal support and somehow patch in Rumble support and make it a regular controller you can just use without any hacks.
Back when I was using it, though, with Metal Gear Rising, that was back in January, it was so awful. I heard they updated it since then, though.
Well,
Like,
you can pair it wirelessly now. Before, you couldn't really do that, right?
Yeah, you had to have it wired, and the cord that works with PS4 that you get with your PS4 is so small.
No, you have to use the Xbox Plane Charge Kit cord, because that's like 12 feet cord.
I didn't even have an Xbox at the time.
See, I now have 2 Plane Charge Kits, so I've got like these really long cords that are really useful. I used it today to charge my PlayStation Gold headset while playing Left Behind. and
Which I hear you like.
it was rather good, I gotta say. We'll talk a little bit spoiler-free about that in a little bit, and then we'll do a spoiler cast at a later date. But
One question right now, Tim.
Yeah.
Was I right? Have you played anything like Left Behind before?
Yeah, it's called The Last of Us, Dan.
Tim, no, it's not.
Yeah, it's very similar to The Last of Us.
We'll talk about this. No, we'll talk about this in
Very
the spoiler
similar to The Last of Us. They just had more.
No, we'll talk.
They just
about,
expanded on moments. Like they were able to hold on to moments and do lengthy dialogue.
Well, we will talk about this in Left Behind spoiler cast.
You did have my anticipations much different. Like, oh, is this going to control a lot different? Is this going to be? It's like no. It's just
no.
Yeah.
The gameplay is like the same in general, but there's
there's
a lot of
like
stuff
different.
in there. There's a lot of stuff in there that's a different experience.
Oh sure,
As
we'll get
you
to
know.
it. We'll get to it. But anyways, did you ever play any of the Saints Row games?
No, I have not actually. When Saints Row the Third came out, that game was so hyped up like crazy. I hear that one's really good, but that game was like so hyped up. That was like the only game people were talking about, and that's the same year Uncharted 3, Portal 2, Skyrim came out.
You didn't have time for it.
So, well, no, I didn't play any of those besides Uncharted 3, but it's just I was just like impressed that that game was getting so much attention when its competition was Skyrim and like Uncharted.
It's a fun
At the time, it was
experience.
crazy.
Like,
And Skyward Sword
like-
as well. So
Like being a superhero is rather awesome. Being able to jump over buildings is rather awesome. It's just fun to like load up for 30 minutes and just like feel powerful. Like that's just a good feeling, you know.
yeah.
And there's weird modes it puts you into, like
See, I know
2D
nothing about Saints Row,
racers.
so
and like 8-bit stuff. There's a lot of just weird, quirky personality to it.
yeah. You see, I know nothing about Saints Row, so
It's
You
it's different from what I expected it to be, but it's very quirky, got a lot of personality, and I'm really happy it's coming to the current gen consoles here. And the expansion pack's called Gat Outta Hell. It's a standalone expansion, meaning you don't need to own the game. Kind of like with First Light, you don't need to own Second Son. You just buy First Light. Same thing here. So you can just buy Gat Outta Hell on PS4 or PS3, and you put in the shoes of Johnny Gat or Kinsey Kensington. The plan: you fight through hell to save the President/God Emperor of the universe and shoot Satan. So what more could you want? You know.
I'll have to try. I'll have to try one day.
Yeah,
So
that's pretty cool news.
You know, so I've never played a Saints Row game before, but I know people like them. I hear the fourth one wasn't as good as the third one, though.
I enjoyed what I played of the fourth one. I did, as I said, send it back. So I got South Park: Stick of Truth, and on Tuesday I should be getting a Tomb Raider on PS4. That's in the mail. So.
Oh, cool! I
So
got
yeah,
my copy right here.
Gamefly is pretty great.
My copy's right there.
Yeah, I'm enjoying the Gamefly because it's. Well, I mean, just get tastes of games I don't necessarily want to buy. You know.
Yeah, I definitely understand what you're saying. Like, you know, makes sense.
So, Dan, did you ever use the PlayStation Home experience on your PlayStation 3?
No, I tried it for like 10 minutes. I was bored as hell. I didn't even know what was going on, and I stopped playing it.
I loaded up like a week or two ago, and it's like, what is going on? Did the Matrix really happen? Yeah,
It made Sony a lot of money in the past, though.
that's the rumor. It's the rumor, and
No,
they're
it
not.
has.
You don't think they'll be
It's made
porting
them a
this
lot of
to PS4 anytime soon?
I have no idea. It's always a possibility.
You know what? Morpheus. PlayStation Home in Morpheus mode. I could just be hanging out with you in PlayStation Home through Morpheus.
Oh,
We
God.
play a game of basketball together in the home with Morpheus. That seems to be where it needs to go, right? That's the next evolution of Home after they shut it down for a while.
A lot of people actually use PlayStation Home, which is weird. I think.
Used it or just like jumped in for a minute?
I don't know. When I was on there, I saw tons of people on there. I was just like,
I didn't
why
know
are you
what to
guys
do.
on
Like I was walking
this?
around, there's all these people, and
I don't even know. I don't know anything about it.
Like, what are you supposed to do in there? Supposed to buy a
you see,
couch and live in there?
I don't know.
I
I buy video games. I buy video game consoles to play video games.
That's a kind of video game.
But
It's like Second Life almost.
no, that's not my kind of video game.
So yeah, they're shutting this down in Japan.
Japan, yeah.
March 2015, but it could keep on going in the States for a while.
All they said was they were closing in Japan. That's all they said.
Okay.
That's basically all they said.
And PS5 could be a streaming service. Do explain.
Oh yeah, I told you about that.
I don't like that notion, Dan. Comcast would kill me.
Okay. Well, for one, they didn't really say that it could. They were in an interview and saying that it was the Sony president in Europe.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that guy at Gamescom who was talking. That guy.
Sure.
He was in an interview saying that technology is always changing and you really don't know where we'll be in 6 or 7 years. So
they really are investing in a backup plan, at least, with the PlayStation Now service,
and
while continuing to do PS4 with local
and it
installs.
makes sense because if for some reason, obviously it makes sense because if for some reason
it's
consoles,
brilliant.
I mean, because if for some reason
You could
consoles
bring
actually
gaming
did
to
die,
iPads through streaming, and boom, sell them the controller.
Not that I think consoles will be dead in 7 years. I think consoles still have a long time.
No,
but
we've proved that by the sales. I believe. I mean,
yeah. That's the thing, though. Is
it will be curious though.
7 years, though, if they could become a streaming service because Sony still wants to be relevant on the market, and they would have to change things up. So
the interesting thing here is people that graduated college recently grew up with gaming consoles as the main gaming platform, right? And 7 years from now,
could be different.
Could be
Hopefully
different,
not,
and all these people that have expendable income may not be there. They'll be will this current crowd be enough to support it if the new crowd isn't as much into it? So that's a question I have. Demographics, they need to get the younger gaming crowd, high schoolers, middle schoolers, and college kids into this, because otherwise, it'll be a sad future where I don't want to live.
Well,
this
I don't want
kids.
gaming. I don't want gaming consoles to go anywhere. In my personal opinion, I honestly like owning a box full of memories. That's just me.
Totally.
Like, how can you say that? Okay, say when the PlayStation 6 is out and the PlayStation 5 was a streaming service, you're not going to have memories. It was all digital.
Well, even with all digital, it can be installed and you can have experiences on the install. Streaming is like, it's so fleeting.
And it's really hard to say.
It's like
this.
radio.
I mean,
I don't know. I don't have a.
This is why people give Titanfall such a big hate, because when
The
servers
servers
are
shut down?
offline, it's a
Yeah.
useless game. It's
Yeah.
worth nothing. It's
They
crap.
need to
Right now,
befo-
it's fun.
Before the game shuts down its servers, they need to do an update that has local multiplayer in it, or some way to experience it without the servers. That needs to happen.
Yeah, I mean, because basically, it's not going to be like people are like going, oh, like rolling their eyes when I mention this because the Xbox One and PS4 are new, but someday they are going to be like the NES and be on our shelf and be retro consoles, which is insane, but they will be.
That's part of my fear with my all-digital future I've been embracing is, I'm going to need to back up these installs somehow. If that hard drive ever goes bad, I need to back
Yeah, you
up.
see, it depends. Like, example, I don't have a thing on my 3DS in here, but Professor Layton versus Phoenix Wright. I don't really care about that game enough to have a physical copy, so I just decided to download it at midnight because I really want to try it out because it sounds like a really cool crossover.
Well, I'm digital for everything because I just like the convenience, but it would be nice when I'm 100 years old that I could just pop in a disc and hypothetically find a working PlayStation or Xbox or Wii U and play games off of it.
I agree. Personally, though, I just I don't know. I like physical copies for this reason, and I probably just changed John's mind of getting digital. He's probably like, "Oh, I'm gonna get physical now." Dan's
No,
right.
don't do it, John, because Dan is being very thinking things too much.
I'm thinking for the
over.
future, John. Thinking for the future, John.
Okay, the thing is, like, we haven't experienced this yet. Like, what happens when? I guess we'll know when the 360 and PS3 end of life for real. What happens? But I think as long as Sony is a company in existence, which isn't promised, they'll have to have some way to keep those servers on just to...
I have so many games on my PS3 download list, it's ridiculous. Like, when the
Yeah.
servers shut down, I'm going to get, like, a giant-ass hard drive and download them before they actually go down.
So,
Because, you know,
here's what...
I won't be able to access my games.
So Microsoft, when I tried to get my free game on the 360, it said this note to me online when I went to their website. Sorry, is this your first purchase? To ensure it is compatible, please sign in to Xbox Live and use your console and try again. So evidently, I can't get my free games with gold on Xbox 360 until I buy a 360 or have someone log into my account.
No, I got it. I got them.
Do you have a 360? Have you ever logged into a 360? Have
Yeah.
you ever signed in?
Okay, you have to log into a 360.
At some point in your account's existence.
That is like such a scumbag move, in my opinion, because
It is.
PlayStation doesn't do that at all.
They do it right, I'll tell you.
They do a lot of things right, to be honest. Then again, they do a lot of things wrong as well. So
Yeah, I mean, they both do good things, bad things, so...
wait, it's still August. Why am I logging in? It's not like I'm going to be able to get anything.
If you did not get your games of August yet.
Yeah.
But anyways, where are we going with that? I like the digital feature because of convenience. I don't have a huge worry in my mind that the servers are going to go down anytime soon. And, you know, in the 30 years it does go down, when I am a scary age of 60, I think I'll just buy the disc I want at some point on eBay like I would do for N64 today. I don't know. It doesn't seem like that's a big deal in my mind. I'd rather have my day-to-day life be more convenient than worrying about the future. I don't like the worry. Let me just stop worrying. Can we all just stop worrying, Dan? Just be, you know, free-loving gamers that don't care about the future. It'll all be good.
I care about the future of everything, Tim. About the industry. That's what I care about. But I care about the present, too. Like, example being... You know, like games that just came out like a month ago. I love these. I'm enjoying these, but I'm just thinking about the future as well.
Because hypothetically, if you're able to do hard drive backups, which is granted harder than just holding onto a disk, it doesn't matter if so many servers are on because it's an install. It doesn't check the server.
I mean, obviously getting your free PlayStation Plus games, you're obviously going to get them digital. That's fine. So, I have a giant download list, okay, Tim? Of like 500 things. I'm not even joking. There's like 500 things on my downloads list. I give them too much money. Plus, I've gotten a lot of things for free through PlayStation Plus. That's besides the point. But, anyways, like I was saying, you know, I don't have a big enough hard drive to download all that crap to everything. So
well,
I'm going to
have to
get a bigger
upgrading
one.
my hard drive, right?
Well, yeah, I'm going to have to upgrade it before they go down and download everything. Because once they take those down, I won't be able to access my free games. And then I'll just have a giant hard drive full of them. And hopefully it will last and it doesn't burn out or anything. Cause,
well, you need to make a backup. You can clone it, right? Just do a clone.
You know, so... And one thing that really annoys me is a lot of people give Nintendo crap because it locks to the hardware. Which, you know, is a problem, but they give a lot of... It gives them a lot of crap because they think it's not safe, but, well, guys, I hate to tell you, but if you, for some reason, your PSN gets hacked or your Xbox Live and some asshole takes it down and deletes it, you lost all your stuff. Same thing. So, there's always a way to lose things. Or if you break a rule and get your account deleted, you lose all your stuff you purchased. So, it's not safe.
Unethical on
Sony's
part.
That's how it is, Tim. That's how it is.
Break a rule? What kind of rule?
I know a guy who did something Sony didn't like. Deleted
what kind of
his PSN.
Rule, Dan? What
I don't know what it was.
I mean,
but
are you cursing at little kids? What's the deal? Because they curse at me. I mean,
I don't know. All I know is that you can get your account deleted on Xbox or PlayStation.
Is that for making a
username
that is against their terms of service, like on Penis Brain 29 or something?
I don't know what the reason would be, Tim. I just know it can happen. You can get your account deleted. So, I mean, there's always ways you can lose your stuff.
Yeah, it seems pretty nuts.
But then people say, well, I could just, call customer service and get my purchases back and that kind of stuff, blah, blah, blah. He's like, yeah, you could, but you can do the same thing for Nintendo, and
Yeah,
Nintendo has
you can do
a million more ways.
Yeah, you could do system transfers on Wii before it was officially supported by just calling Nintendo's hotline.
Yep, and you could also, and they have tons of ways to track if you actually purchase the game. Club Nintendo, your Nintendo Network ID to see if you've even played the game.
Yeah.
Also, if you use a credit card to purchase eShop stuff, not eShop cards, they have record that if you purchased the game or not.
Cool.
And before you freak out, they're required by law to do that, just so you guys know. So, I mean, like, it's not like they're holding on to your credit card information.
So just
they're
to
required by
finish
law
this
to do
discussion, you're scared about the future and servers going down,
Yes,
and
I
I
am.
couldn't care less because, I'll worry about it when it comes. So.
Kind of annoys me that they actually are required by law to keep track of credit card purchases. Makes sense, though.
Yeah. So speaking of digital games, we're getting some cool free stuff this next month here in September. We're getting some day one freebies. That's day and date of release date. So we're getting Velocity 2X on PS4. That is a day and date release.
Yeah. That's going to be Vita as well.
Okay,
probably
whatever.
cross-buy. Yeah,
and
cross-buy.
Joe Danger's release on Vita. So Joe Danger. That's not like the Vitable Joe. That's a different game, right?
Joe Danger is... I don't really know to explain what kind of game Joe Danger is. I got the second one for free on PlayStation Plus. It was cool, but I mean, like, I don't really know what to explain. I played Joe Danger 2 for like an hour, and I was entertained for that hour, but it's nothing. I never started back up. I actually just deleted it off my hard drive.
So the other cool releases I'm very excited for is we've talked before about Sports Friends. This is the one awesome use of the Sony Move, the PlayStation Move, with Johann Sebastian Joust. That's going to be free on PS4 next month. So this is awesome, and I'm
You said that's
very
PlayStation
excited.
Move, right?
Yeah, or use your PS4 controller because it has the light built in.
Oh, okay. I thought maybe...
I mean, I think it'd be better with the Move, so you're not worried about breaking your controller when you drop it.
Yeah, I was thinking this is their way of trying to get people to buy a PlayStation Move, even though I need to get one for Octodad, because I hear the controls for Octodad with a PlayStation Move are awful, and I want to try it out with my friend and laugh my ass off.
But Sports Friends, I'm very excited. It's got great reviews, and also on PS3, I finally get to experience PlayStation AllStars Battle Royale. So when this, I'll play this, and then Smash will come out, and I'll forget about this ever existed.
Okay, so... Alright, so the free PS4 games this month are Sports Friends, and what else?
Velocity 2X?
That's
Vita,
free?
Yeah, free.
Holy shit, really?
Free.
Oh my god, that's a big deal.
It's a sequel to
I'm just
Velocity
gonna simply
Ultra.
say...
It's a sequel to Velocity Ultra and features arcade shooting and puzzle platforming with a cool
that's awesome.
teleportation mechanic.
I will say, guys, this is actually a big deal. The fact that they're putting the second one up for free right away, that is actually a big deal.
Yeah, this is a trend. They're trying to do day-and-date release of, free games this way. Sports Friends has
it's just what the game is, that's all.
Yeah, Sports Friends has 4 mini-games: Barra Berry Ball, Holkra, Super Pole Riders, and Johann Sebastian Joust. It's an awesome game. PS3, besides getting the Smash Brothers ripoff, is also getting, what is it? TXK. No, Horde. They're getting Horde. Sorry, they're getting Horde.
Horde.
TXK is coming to Vita as a freebie.
Yeah.
I love how we get 6 games on for free. I love that.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, that's really... We always get 6 games, but it's a little lower now that we have 3 consoles.
What do you mean it's a little lower? I mean it's a little lower per console, you mean?
Well, I mean, like, it's lower because of, now they gotta support 3 consoles of PlayStation Plus and not just 1. Back when it was just PS3, it was way more.
What do you mean you get 6 on PS3?
You got like 7 or 8.
Okay.
Like,
either way, I'm happy
games.
with
It was
6
ridiculous.
games on Xbox.
Oh yeah,
getting,
I mean,
we're getting a great game, Super Time Force, but they're doing the stupid thing where they hold over the last month's Crimson Dragon, and that's a 2-monther.
Yeah, that was really dumb. They did that with Max, the Curse of Brotherhood as well.
But Super
I
Time
find
Force
that
is
really
super solid,
stupid.
so that kind of makes up for it.
Yeah, I purchased that last month, actually.
Oh, you did the Fez thing. I bought Fez like a week before I got it for free.
You shouldn't have even bought that game, man.
I love the Fez, man. I know you're all political, but I don't care. I just love the Fez.
I hate the man who made it. So.
Oh man, stop being political, man.
I don't need. I don't have to stop being political, Tim.
I just don't do.
You vote with your wallet, Tim.
No personal attacks.
You vote with your wallet.
I want to make the internet a very happy, joyous place that anyone can feel comfortable.
I don't care, Tim. This is a troll cast.
No, it's not. No. So, have you ever played PlayStation AllStars Battle Royale?
Yeah, I bought it on sale. Around the launch window.
Does it feature online multiplayer?
Yeah, it does.
So I can beat you up with Crash Bandicoot?
No Crash.
Oh man, how are they expect to beat out Smash Brothers without Crash Bandicoot? You need Crash.
They tried getting Crash. Activision said no.
Oh, those bastards. Now, do you get Jack and Daxter?
Yes.
Do you get the Uncharted fellow?
Yeah, you get Nathan Drake, you get Jack and Daxter, you get Ratchet and Clank, you get Sly Cooper, you get Cole from Infamous, you get
Tomb Raider girl?
No. Laura Croft is not in PlayStation All-Stars.
Okay.
Neither is Cloud from Final Fantasy. There's tons of PlayStation guys who are missing from the game.
Okay.
That is one of the reasons why people didn't like it. Another reason why people don't like PlayStation All-Stars is because the game is broken as hell. Another reason why people don't like it has no content, and it's just nothing that great overall.
It's just battle mode?
It flopped. They have a arcade mode, which is where you face off other characters like in Smash.
And is it
Smash?
We've talked about this before, but is it the one where you're got percentages and then you get easier to fly out of the arena as you get higher up?
This one runs different. This is the only thing that's different about it. I'm trying to explain it properly.
Is it more like Mortal Kombat?
You have to beat up. You have to just keep hitting them to earn points to fill a bar to get a level 1 super. And this is how you kill them. You can't kill them by beating them up too much. There is no health. You gotta earn you basically gotta.
Oh,
earn
you have to do
points.
super punch out type things.
You actually have to do super moves by earning them.
Gotcha.
Which they can miss all the time. This is the only thing that's different from Smash. The rest of it's the same.
Okay.
In my opinion, that
sure.
is. Plus, the lack of actual items is kind of. It's like
no items.
No, there's items.
Mode. I don't like that.
No, there's items, but they're nothing that great. I mean, this was rushed as hell. You could just tell.
Well, they saw Melee's coming out. Let's get something out the door.
Melee, what?
Or Brawl? I don't know.
No, they did this because of Smash success, and it could have been a good game, but they didn't try, so.
And it sounds like they abandoned this series. They're not doing more of these.
Oh, this thing was so hyped, too. You don't know how excited people were to have PlayStation All-Stars. PlayStation's own version of Smash. Every PlayStation fan bought it. I mean, we finally have a Smash. It's just like, oh, well, no, you don't. I'm glad you liked it. Haha.
Well, for people that didn't play Smash, is like, Smash Brothers kind of sucks, right?
No, I mean, I don't know. It's just kind of funny because I actually know people who thought Smash was dumb until PlayStation All-Stars came out and they were hyping it up, and then they bought it and they didn't like it because it was pretty bad. It was. Yeah. They had a big update last spring that fixed over 100 things in the game. It took It took them over a year and a half to actually fix it.
Is this gonna be cross-buy, you think?
It is cross-buy.
Cool.
PlayStation All-Stars is cross-buy.
Cool. I'll get my Vita then. Hopefully. Anything else for September that you want to talk about?
Let's see. For September.
September update. The September games. Anything else you want to note?
Not really. I mean, it's not a bad selection. What do you think? Like, what are the Vita games again?
Vita is getting Joe Danger
Oh yeah, Joe Danger's
and
free. Okay.
good old fashioned stunt racing, which is that is Joe Danger. TXK, a remake of the classic arcade shooter Tempest.
Oh, okay. So not bad games because example being is we'll be getting PlayStation AllStars for Vita and PS3 because when they do this, if they're cross-buy, they give them to
Yeah,
us.
there's some solid games. I'm very excited for Sports Friends. I'm very excited for.
Velocity 2X, that's a big deal.
Okay, I should be excited for that. I'm not really.
That is a big deal.
Okay.
Just
Okay.
saying.
And yeah, very excited for PlayStation All Stars. I didn't want to really buy this, and fun to mess around with for a little bit.
Yep.
Next up, did you want to talk about the PSN DDoS attack at all, or just mention that it happened, kind of thing?
Yeah, let's talk about it. It's actually pretty. This is actually a good topic to talk about for our country in general, not just the world of gaming, because this is pretty serious shit. I mean, like you don't make bomb threats to people on flights. You just don't.
Is this a bomb threat?
There was a bomb threat involved.
Okay.
I don't know who.
Tell us a tale, Dan. Tell us a tale
Okay.
of this DDoS attack.
Well, a big Sony executive. I don't remember who exactly it was and which president what he is or whatever, what he's in charge of. Sony has so many high executives in charge of things I can't even keep track. You there, Tim?
Yeah, I just muted myself. Keep talking.
Oh, okay. Okay. I was wondering what that was up with that. Anyways, basically, I guess Sony these I don't remember the name of the group, but these guys got PSN down for a day
I
by
was not playing
sending a
'cause
lot
I
of
did not notice
traffic.
any outage. I was not playing that
I,
time.
I wasn't. I was on. I hear Xbox Live got attacked too, but I was on
less
Titanfall.
substantially, I heard.
I heard they attacked both. Basically, they just sent a lot of traffic their way, so the servers went down. It was
Yeah,
down for pretty
DDoS,
much
you can't really stop it. I mean, you have millions of machines sending requests to your system, and it's not really a bug in your system. It's just how things work.
Well, yeah, this is what I mean. Like, obviously PSN got hacked in the past, like back in 2011, and that was such a big deal. A lot of people
Yeah,
give that
this
crap,
is not.
but
This is just.
this isn't
you know,
really a
life
big
in
deal.
the-
I mean,
This is life in the modern world, Dan.
well, this is how it is. I
You
mean,
got
like,
jerks
you really,
that just want to.
you can never, you can never have enough security, Tim. I mean, like, the government gets hacked too, so I mean, like,
Sure.
it happens to everyone. I mean, but if you hack the government, you're kind of messing with the wrong guy. That's my opinion. But um, but apparently these same guys made a bomb threat to a Sony executive, saying that there was a bomb on his plane while he was on the plane. So they had to they had to turn the plane around, and they landed in Arizona, and then they were like checking for a bomb. And I
Did
guess
they have
it
Liam
was,
Neeson on board to help out?
I don't know.
You know, he's an air marshal now, nonstop. Good movie.
Okay.
Good movie. But you don't watch movies, as we found out last week.
Yeah.
That sounds crazy though. That if you're being stupid,
But
stop.
there was a lot more. There's a lot more to this stuff, Tim. Like, I mean, like, I know this is kind of a little bit going off top of PlayStation, but it kind of relates because, like, you don't make threats like this. This is a big deal. I mean, like, there's this girl who tweeted to American Airlines saying, "I'm from Afghanistan and my name is blah blah blah, and on June 1st, 2015, I'm gonna be bombing your airport." And then she said, "Hi," whatever her name is. And he says, "We've reported your IP address to the FBI." Blah blah blah. He said, "We take this stuff really seriously."
Yeah, as they should.
And then he's like, "I was kidding," blah blah. And she ended up getting arrested like a few minutes
As
later.
you should.
Yeah,
Stop
so
being
she's
a-
probably
stop
she's
being a
probably in
jerk.
deep shit. She's probably in deep shit now, which you don't do things like that. You're
No,
an
you
idiot.
don't. No, you don't.
You're an idiot if you do things like that. So, I mean, there's another thing like have you heard of this thing like getting swatted, Tim?
No.
Okay,
I'm
well,
not
this
hip.
is happening to live streamers, famous ones too. These people who are playing games with you online or watching your live stream are getting a hold of your IP address, and they're reporting you to the cops saying that you're a terrorist or you're murdering someone,
Seriously.
and while you're live streaming, and the SWAT team is coming in on camera, make you put your hands up and everything. Like
How do they
this
get
is
your IP
something.
address?
Well, they actually get your home address. I don't know how, but they get your home
Oh,
address and
that's
your phone
freaky.
number as well. So
Well, I'm privileged not to be that famous yet.
this just happened to a very famous live streamer who was streaming Battlefield 4, and a kid, a 15-year-old kid who was playing Battlefield 4 with him.
Now, when
Did
they
this
showed
prank.
up, he didn't have to go in? He was just like,
Oh, no, they were sitting there for a while, and then he's like, "Yeah, you guys do realize you're being recorded live. You know, this was a live stream.
sure, naturally.
The video is on the internet, actually, and this is a big deal because, I mean, this is a very dangerous situation. This
That's a
kid's like,
waste of resources.
oh yeah, it's a waste of taxpayer money. This is a really big deal overall because, I guess the guy's dad got shot. Like, they shot him. They were throwing flash grenades in there and everything. Like, and this is before they even knew what was
do
going
not follow
on.
the same people you do. I only hear of warm, cuddly, Pikmin on the internet.
More cuddly Pikmin.
Warm, cuddly, furry Pikmin. They're from the North Pole. Special North Pole Pikmin.
But like,
that's
but this
crazy,
kid,
man.
this
That's
kid who
crazy.
did this, obviously they tracked him, and he's facing 25 years in jail now for domestic terrorism. He's 15 years old.
The guy that called in, or the
Yep,
other?
the guy who made the prank on the internet.
That
this
is
was a few
terrorism.
days
You're
ago.
wasting our. I pay taxes, you jackbutt. Stop it.
Yeah, so I don't yet, but
No, you're living under the what do you call it? I don't know. Living under
okay.
something. Living under something. I don't know.
But basically, you know, this kid was like crying about it and everything. I was just like, you deserve it. I'm just like, my God.
Yeah.
It's like, you're okay. You're an
That's just-
awful
I don't
person
know.
if you do something like this to people.
Like,
because
I mean, the worst I could ever see someone, having fun with stuff is like, let's order a pizza and have it show up at his door. Like that seems like that's good fun. Not it's not really a good thing to do. But
yeah, that's not.
That's a
but-
whole nother level when you're like.
Yeah,
calling
this is a whole
SWAT
other
team.
level because you're putting people in danger here. I mean, like you never really know. You never really know if when they kick down your door, if the guy inside is just naturally gonna have his gun and will fire at the cops because people are breaking his house for no reason.
Yeah, especially in
So,
some
I
of the
mean,
states there.
So
I mean,
then you're gonna get people killed this way, and it's such a big deal. I mean, this is you're a very awful person if you do something like this because you're actually killing. You're kind of murdering people. You can be murdering people.
So our listeners
So-
are not these people. Hopefully, if you are,
Please don't get us swatted.
Grow up.
Don't.
Grow up and
Yes.
be a human being that has some moral
Yeah.
fibers. Okay.
Yeah. Well, actually, a famous YouTuber actually called his police saying this might actually happen to him. So,
He warned
give him
them.
a call first. Yeah, because
Yeah.
so this kid is the first one to go to jail for swatting someone. That's what's called getting swatted.
Oh, because you're calling them the SWAT team. Okay.
Well, you're calling the cops. The SWAT teams are showing up because they're telling
Okay.
them that you're doing awful stuff.
Okay. Well, anyways,
But it's ridiculous.
move on to happier subjects like
Cuddly Pikmin.
like Cuddly Pikmin. What's this PS3 4.65 optional?
It's a
Update.
stability update.
How is it optional? There's never been an optional PlayStation update.
I don't know. I heard it was optional,
That's crap. Nothing's optional.
and
from
it's a
Sony.
stability update.
You need
which-
stability, man. That's no option.
It's something the Xbox One doesn't have yet because they don't want to release stability updates.
Oh, it's pretty stable.
I don't
Except
think
for
it
when
is.
when it was stable.
I
when
love
was
it,
on-
but I don't think it is.
stable when I was on the non-preview builds. The preview builds have their quirks. So let's see. What else is on my notes? We got some game announcements coming out. We got Escape Dead Island coming to PS3 November 18th. We got Desert Ashes on Vita, turn-based strategy game coming out pretty soon. And a bunch of other game announcements that were all on the Sony blog this week. So it seems like they've got a bunch of just smaller games coming out pretty soon. Some of them
That's cool.
exclusive, some not.
So, have you played it? What games have you played this week, Tim, for PlayStation?
Sure. So as I said, I played the intro to Watch Dogs. I played a good portion of South Park: Stick of Truth. I played Left Behind. That's part of the Last of Us remastered collection, as you might know. And that's it. Played those 3 games.
I played 2 games. For PlayStation, I played other stuff, but
Sure.
I played Neptunia Rebirth 1, which they actually announced that Neptunia Rebirth 2 for Vita is coming out in North America in spring. Which these are remakes of the PS3 games.
Yep.
So this is really awesome. I'm picking that one up once I finish this one, which I'm working on. I'm having a lot of fun. I'm liking the characters. It's a unique experience. But I also played Runner 2, Future Legend of Rhythm Alien on Vita because it was on sale this weekend in a flash. No, it's on sale right now in the PAX Prime sale. Which PAX Prime's going on right now?
Yeah, I got that on my Wii U.
I got 2 games on sale. I was about to say the flash sale, but that was last weekend.
Yeah, I guess Naughty Dogs is giving out some some notebooks and crap that
they're giving out like some awesome T-shirt. Well, not giving out. They're selling them.
Some crap. They're getting some crap.
I know, but I always buy them.
I'm just trying to make you feel better. They're giving out crap. You don't need it. Yeah.
Okay, I guess I don't need it. I'll get their stuff at PAX South. Hopefully, go. And
You're going to PAX South?
Yeah, I'm going to PAX South.
So I need 1 PAX a year. It's too expensive to do it otherwise.
I need every PAX. I'm going to PAX Australia, Tim.
You don't have money for PAX Australia. You don't even have. You need source of income to go PAX Australia. I'm just saying. That'd be really irresponsible to go PAX Australia.
That'd be kind of funny if I somehow go, alright guys, going to PAX Australia, be back later. It's like, why are you going to Australia?
I mean, I want to go to Australia, but not for PAX. I mean, that'd be cool if it was happenstance to be at the same time. But yeah, South Park's been an interesting game. So you create like an avatar, like your own character. So you customize a South Park styled character.
Oh yeah, it's a very funny game.
So I have my own person, and I said to Cartman, "My name is Tim," and he said, "So your name's Douchebag, right?" No, my name's Tim, and then he's calling me Douchebag now. Because I guess they don't have voice acting for all the names in the world, so that makes sense.
Yeah. I watched some videos on it and I laughed my ass off. I haven't played the game personally because I decided not to get it yet.
Yeah, it's a fun game. It's definitely I'm liking that I have GameFly because it's a nice 10-hour game I can finish over the weekend hopefully and send back and next up I'll be getting Heavy Rain and Beyond Two Souls. So those are some other quick-ish games I've heard.
Well, yeah, you're just experiencing everything you've missed over the generation of PS3. So
yeah, I'm getting a sampler pack.
You're just sampling things.
Yeah, we'll sample. I'm not even sure if I'll finish South Park. I don't know. Like, I'm enjoying what I have, but it's like, is there going to be some new revelation towards the end of the game that's going to make me just like, ooh, that was amazing? I don't know. Doesn't seem like.
Yeah, I mean.
Yeah, I don't know.
So there's a PAX Prime sale going on right now, like I said.
I've got no money for more games. I got car bills and crap like that.
Don't you have a Mercedes?
And like I said, it's from the mid-90s and it has quirks. Okay. It has quirks.
Nice. But anyways, like I was saying, I bought a few games from the PAX Prime sale. I bought Transistor, the PS4 game.
Yep.
That was on sale.
When's that going to be free on Plus? So that can be the October game?
Who knows? It could eventually become free.
Yeah.
It could eventually become free, but I bought it because it was like $13 instead of $20. So I decided to get that.
It's a good price.
And then I got Runner 2 for $4 because I love that game and I wanted it on my Vita. I wanted it on a handheld. That game is so fun. I have it on Wii U, but in PlayStation 3 because I got it for free through Plus. Unfortunately, it's not cross-buy. It's one of the only few indie games that aren't cross-buy, unfortunately.
Yeah.
On Vita, but I don't see it as a big deal.
Yeah.
So.
Let's see what else. So Left Behind. We're gonna talk a little bit non-spoiler related things.
Okay. Cool.
I came home today and it's like, I'm kind of wanting to jump into Left Behind. So started up and a couple hours later finished it. It was a nice single sit-down experience, And I enjoyed I both enjoyed and didn't like how they did the simultaneous timelines. I'll just put it that way. And it left you at some moments that were like, and then it's like, oh no, I gotta wait to get back to that. But
Yeah, I personally enjoyed it.
I did. I enjoyed it, but yeah, it had some moments of like, wow, that just happened.
It was definitely my game of the month for February. Definitely my game of the month for February.
Well, it's part of the last. Okay, it's part of the
No.
game, Dan. It's part of the game. It's not a standalone
But
game.
Yeah, but it's a single player DLC. It's separate, sort of. And I enjoyed it.
Do you think this would work integrated into the main game? Like an
No.
expanded cut of...
No.
No?
I think this is awesome.
It would
because
slow
I
it
think,
down too much, you think?
I think it needs to be separate because for people who were interested enough in this, they get a lot more, and it really does relate to the game.
There's some shock value you'd lose if this was integrated.
Even
into
though
the
Left
game.
Behind takes place before The Last of Us, you need to play The Last of Us
Well,
first.
it's both, right?
Yeah, it's both. But you're
So-
not supposed to know
but-
that.
It's not too big of a thing. I don't know. That's all
Yeah.
we'll say, because I think if we say any more, I'll spoil stuff.
Mhm.
Really, really solid. I was near tears. I got tears forming in my eye, but they didn't fall. Like, they were very close. A couple times I was pretty close to crying.
Well, we'll have a spoiler cast, so...
We will.
I mean, and we will warn you a million more times if you haven't played The Last of Us and Left Behind. Don't watch.
Yeah.
But
What else, Dan?
you have a few days, so maybe you should go pick up The Last of Us, or remastered if you have a PS4.
Well, yeah,
Just saying.
remastered.
Go do that. Go pick up. It's a good game. It's
So,
one of my favorite games ever.
Anything else you want to talk about this week?
Let's see. See if I cover it. I got Runner 2. I got the PAX Prime sale. We got all the news that I found out about. All the stuff you found out about.
Is Tokyo Game Show next week?
I don't know when it is. To be
And I know
honest.
there's PAX announcements going on tonight, probably from Sony. So next week's show should be a substantial one.
Yeah, next week's show should be a really good one. Let's see. I'm trying to think overall if there's anything else. You made yourself, Tim.
I mute myself, Dan. You don't have to point that out because this is an audio show and you were talking, so I kind of like to mute myself sometimes.
Oh, I know. I'm sorry, Tim. It distracted me, man. Let's see. Not really. I think we really covered everything. I just, kind of hyped for this fall,
It's beginning. I mean, we had Madden. That's the beginning of the fall season.
That is, though, because that game comes out before all the big ones.
And then in 13 days, I'll be playing Seth's Super Smash Brothers on my Japanese.
Yeah, which is
3DS.
ridiculous.
13
should wait.
days, Dan. 13 days. I'll be able to leak the entire Smash Brothers game to the world.
Someone will leak it before you
I'm
have.
sure they will, because I'm not going to be nearly as fast as plowing through all the missions and stuff.
But, except they'll be... Okay, Tim, when does it come out in Japan? What day?
It comes out on a Saturday, which means it's Friday at 11 a.m. where I'm at.
Okay, Friday at 11 a.m. On
I'm
what
taking
day?
I'm taking
What
a half day that day.
What day?
It's the Friday of Destiny Week, September 12th, I think.
Okay, so I'm going to tell you, on September 10th, the whole roster will be leaked.
I don't care. It was already leaked from the ESRBP guy thing.
Yeah, well, I'm just gonna let you know, if the game is coming out on the 12th in Japan, we'll know the whole roster by the
13th
10th.
in Japan, 12th in
Okay.
America. But I don't care about leaks. That's not what Smash Bros. Is.
Well, I'm just saying, we'll know. You're not going to be the first one. We'll know about it 2
Sure.
days before it's even out in Japan. Which I'm so jealous of you. You don't know how bad I want to get Japanese 3DS just for this.
So awesome. I was able to play Kirby Triple Lux like 5 months before all you losers in the States did too. Yeah,
Tim, don't offend us Americans.
all you guys in the States. I got my Japanese system here. Pretty awesome. But
See,
I'm going to have to upgrade the system.
This is why the Vita is awesome because it's region free.
Well, I'm more special being a Nintendo guy with the Japanese.
I'm
system.
actually convinced this is actually why 3DS isn't region free yet. Is because big
Imports.
releases like this, a lot of people would be buying Smash in Japan and not in America if it's releasing like a month early.
I have a feeling a lot of Americans are going to be importing it as well.
Well, then they're just spending more money.
They
So,
are. 'Cause
Nintendo
I'll have to
doesn't
buy
care
it
about that.
twice. I'll have to buy it twice because I gotta get that soundtrack, which you need to buy.
Yeah,
3DS.
for the
Some of them
soundtrack,
sequences,
for the soundtrack, you need to buy Smash on 3DS North American and
Yeah.
Smash on Wii U North American. Then you get the soundtrack on Club Nintendo.
Yeah, some have 3 copies.
Which is
of it.
awesome because Super Smash Brothers soundtracks are awesome.
Indeed.
They
But
really
anyways,
are.
we're going to talk about more Nintendo stuff in a little special edition.
Oh yeah, we're doing a special one.
Broadcasting shortly after this one ends, if you're on the live stream. And I'll see where I put that in the actual audio feed. I might combine it with Club Xbox as a big, what do you call it? Compilation track. You know, we'll see. But anyways, Mr. Dan, where can folks find you on the interwebs?
You can find me at my Twitter, which is Naughty Dog for Life. Naughty and dog, the number 4, not the word 4.
Okay.
I was about to say the letter 4.
You're not like at Nice Dog for Life or anything like that.
No,
Okay.
I'm a naughty dog.
Okay.
Yeah, and for life, which life,
So
which is something you probably don't have because you're watching this. Oh, just kidding. I just offended our viewers.
Dan, you're so mean.
I'm not a cuddly Pikmin, Tim, like you.
No, you're a spiky shell turtle. What do you call it, Koopa? Koopa with the. You're a blue shell.
I'm a badass Koopa.
You're just a blue shell.
I'm a blue shell. I
ruin people's days. I'm joking.
I just go kill John. That's my job.
That would imply Johnson first.
If I could program the blue shell, I just make it always kill John, even if he's in last.
Oh, that'd be terrible.
That's
Anyways,
what I do.
so at Naughty Dog for Life, my user handle is at TCHATEN. Follow me there on YouTube, where you can watch the video versions of these podcasts and other podcasts that I do. Follow me on Twitter, and what else? Subscribe in iTunes. That'd be awesome. Leave a review there. And check out the other podcasts that I produce and am on, which is at Club Xbox, or just Club Xbox, Club PlayStation, of course, Club Nintendo, Club Steam, and Club Films. All those are in iTunes, and we broadcast every night at 8 p.m., every weekend night at 8 p.m. Eastern, over at youtube.com/tchan. Friday night Xbox, Saturday night PlayStation, Sunday night Steam and Nintendo. And this week we're doing a special broadcast at 7 p.m. Eastern on Sunday. A little interview for Club Nintendo, so stay tuned for that. With that said, I'll talk to you guys next time for Level 7.